Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my page. So in today's video, I'm going to be preparing this delicious and tasty yummy chicken pie. If you follow this recipe, I'm sure you're going to get the same taste as I did. This was very tasty, very good. And we are going to be preparing it in 3 different shapes. Stay tuned, let's prepare it together. So first of all, you sieve in your flour inside your bowl. I added sugar, baking powder, and you mix it so very well. Next, you add your butter or your margarine. You add it and mix it so well until it looks like breadcrumbs. Make a hole at the middle. I poured in 1 egg. That was 1 egg I put, and gradually, little by little, add in your liquids. I use evaporated milk, so I was adding it just little by little until I get my desired dough that I want to get, like my desired dough, the way I want it to look. So you just need it just a little, don't need it too much. I just need it for the dough to come together, and look at the dough. Is soft and not sticky. So when working on your own, don't need it so much. So I have to divide it into 2, and I'm going to be putting it in my refrigerator to stay like 30 to 1 hour. Then I wrap it with my nylon so very well. Look at the dough. That's how your own should be looking. And then after that, I had to put it in my refrigerator for it to cool. Now this is the chicken I'm using. I used chicken breast. I cut it into pieces. Next, I transferred into the pot I'm cooking it with. I added my thyme, my curry, my all-purpose seasoning, my salt. So I added everything, and also I added my onion, my chopped onion. I added it, and then water. You add your water, cover it, and allow it to cook. From time to time, check it. So now this is the chicken breast. It has cooked to the way I want it, so I have to use my fork and my knife to shred it. You can use your food processor, but if you're using food processor, I guess it's going to be so small, so I didn't want it to be that small, so that was why I used my fork and my knife. Look at how it's looking, and that is the way I want it. Then after that, add in a little of oil in your dry frying pan for it to heat up. Add in your nicely chopped onion, allow it to release its flavor or until it looks translucent. Then you add your chicken. I added my chicken, the chicken that I shredded. Then you mix everything, you turn it. Then next, I added a little thyme, a little curry. Remember, I use these things in cooking the chicken, so I'm just adding little by little. I added my all-purpose seasoning, my salt, my pepper, that's Scotch bonnet pepper I added, and you mix everything so properly. Then next, I'm going to be adding my water for it to cook just a little, and I left it to cook just for some time. Then later, I had to add my carrots, my nicely chopped carrots. Look at how I chopped or diced the carrot. Look at it. Then I added my Irish potato, my nice diced Irish potato. That was what I added. Then I added more water, just little. You don't want your meat pie sauce to be so watery, so I had to turn everything and leave it to cook. Then after some time, I had to come back to it, and then next is to add my slurry. That is mixture of water and flour. I use just 1 teaspoon of flour. You add it into the meat pie sauce, and it's going to make the meat pie sauce to remain moist. Look at it, it's not too much watery. I just love it this way. Yeah, it's going to make it to be moist. Then you transfer it into your plate and spread it for it to cook so fast. Set it aside. Then next, we come back to our dough. We are going to start working on it. Then you divide it into the shape that you want. You know the quantity of your chicken, the chicken pie you're making. So this is the first method. You get your plate that is in circle shape. That is if you're not using meat pie cutter. You spread out the dough, apply some egg. This egg is going to help the meat pie to seal properly. Then you add your filling. You first use your hand to seal it, then with your fork you seal it so properly. Look at it. Then I had to place it on my baking rack that is lying with my parchment paper. You place everything and set it aside. Now this is the second method. You roll out the dough, then get a square shaped plate or anything that you have at home that is square shaped. Then spray out your dough, apply your egg, add your filling, use your hand first to seal, and then lastly with your fork. Look at it, looking so nice. Then third method, you roll out your dough, get something that is circle in shape and cut it into two. So this is what I'm using, is circle in shape. You cut it or divide your dough into two, and then next you're going to be applying your egg on it. After that, you put in your filling and then cover with the other dough that you cut. First seal with your hands and nicely with your fork. Make sure you seal so properly so that your chicken pie won't open while baking. So next, I'm going to be egg washing the chicken pie or the dough. Be generous with your egg wash. Apply it so well. It's going to help your chicken pie to glow and to be golden in color after baking. So after egg washing it, I had to poke holes with my fork. You can poke holes into 3 places or 4 places. It's going to serve as venting system. So after poking the holes on all your chicken pie or on your dough, you bake it. Look at our chicken pie. Oh my God, it's ready. Guys, trust me, this chicken pie was so delicious. It was so yummy, and I bet you won't go wrong with this recipe. Try it and you will thank me later. Thank you all for watching, and see you all in my next video. Bye.